Hi everybody, it is Michelle Coupage coming to here for a quick little live stream. Hope you're all doing great on this Friday. You're all hopefully getting ready for a weekend. I know I am. But I want to come on here because, well, two reasons really. One is because I had met up with somebody recently, another coach who does a lot of live streams also, and she was commenting to me about how I always look so, she could never be me because I always come on my live streams, I'm always like put together and whatever, but I'm really not. It's just that's her impression of me. And so I want to prove that to all of you who may have the same thoughts, especially if you're kind of like me and you're a little quiet and shy and you're afraid to show up and you're always thinking, what will other people think of me? Am I wearing the right thing? Am I underdressed? Am I overdressed? I didn't do my hair. So here I am, no makeup, still in my workout clothes, hair's not done. I am definitely not looking perfect and I'm probably not looking very pretty, but I'm here. And I'm here because it's not really what I look like that's important to people. It's what I have to share. It's what the information that I'm about to give you. So I'm just here to prove to you and show you that you can be confident just being you and really owning who you are and the message that you have to share with other people. And you don't have to be, have your perfect makeup. You don't have to have the perfect setting. So obviously this is not the best setting. I have this overhead fluorescent light, which is really gross. I don't have a pretty background. Like I said, I am not dressed and made up and picture perfect. But I'm here. And so if you have something that you want to share to people, it's more important that you get out there and share it instead of making sure that everything's perfect. And you can apply this to everything that you're doing in your business. You can apply that to, you don't have the perfect website. You don't have the perfect logo. You don't have the perfect sales pitch. You don't have the perfect sales copy. Whatever it is, it doesn't need to be perfect. You can just get out there, because when you have something that people need to hear and you have it in your heart that you need to share it with other people, it needs to just get out there. And you need to stop waiting for the perfect time and for everything to be perfect. So that's one thing that I want to share with you today. The other thing that I want to say is that part of my journey, and some of you may know this already if you've been following me either here or on my own little groups and whatever, is that I have shyness that comes from a lot of low self-esteem, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of worries about other people and fears and judgments. And so it doesn't work really well when you're naturally shy and introverted to begin with. And even though I've taken huge strides and had this lifelong journey to come out of my shell so that I can come here, onto Facebook Live like this and do this without being, perfectly coiffed, with my makeup not being on and my hair not being done and all that stuff, I still have moments when I kind of do a backslide. And I still wonder, am I doing the right thing? Maybe I shouldn't put this out. And really a lot of questions about whether or not I'm worth it. And if I really am enough, and whether or not I can really do all of this, and whether or not people are really listening to me. So what happened is that recently I met up with was talking to my accountability partner, who is also a coach. And she was picking up on a lot of the verbiage that I was using and recognizing that, I need to take some time for myself and give myself credit for what it is that I have done. So one of the things that I've actually learned in my training and that she brought out to me and reminded me again is that we need to take credit for everything that we've ever accomplished in life. And when you're feeling yourself kind of going into that darker spot of self-doubt and wondering, can you do it, and trying to work up some courage and confidence to get out there, it's good to have those reminders of what you have done in life. And one of the things that Jack Canfield has taught me is that, and if you don't know who Jack Canfield is, you need to go look him up, because I'm one of his trainers. I've studied him. He has been a phenomenal force in my life, and that's what I teach now a lot with my clients. But anyways, one of the things he teaches is that you need to give yourself credit for everything that you've done. So make a list of every accomplishment that you've ever had. And sometimes that could be, I can count, to 10. I passed first grade, I passed second grade, I passed third grade, I can read, I can write, I can do math, I can do, even all of those little things that we forget are really accomplishments, because not everybody can do those things, and not everybody has learned those things. So we take a lot of stuff for granted. And that's also where a lot of the gratitude and going into that state of gratefulness and gratitude journaling has a lot of impact, because you realize all of those little things. So one of the first things that I do in the morning before I even open my eyes is when I kind of become alert and awake, is that I start doing some of those gratitude proclamations to myself. It's like, okay, I woke up. It's like, okay, I'm grateful that I can wake up, because obviously not everybody can. I am grateful that I have a pillow to put my head on. I am grateful that, I am not cold. I'm grateful that I have a nice comfy bed. I'm grateful that I am in a house, and all those types of things. And so again, it's little bits of accomplishments too, because it's like, okay, well, I've been able to, earn enough money so that I can have a house, so that I can have a bed. What did I do to get that money? I got a job. How did I get the job? I had some education. So taking credit for all of that stuff. But beyond that, yesterday I took some time out to myself, and I didn't realize how much it wiped me out to do this. But I was given the instruction to basically do a bragging bombardment. And when you're doing this bragging bombardment, it's for yourself. It's not for anybody else. You don't share it out to people so you don't look like a big, arrogant fool, where people are just like, she's so full of herself. Why is she, bragging about all of this stuff? It's really for yourself. So if you're somebody like me that's also suffering from a lot of, low self-esteem issues, you have that history, that kind of creeps up, especially when you're trying to get confidence and courage to do something and move forward and take ownership of things and ownership of your worth, it's really helpful to take the time to do this bragging bombardment, where you do list out every single accomplishment that you've ever achieved. And it can be little things, it can be big things, but just writing it out. I remember seeing another coach that I work with do this, and it was like from floor to ceiling, typed up, single space, all of her accomplishments in life. And it was really powerful. She did a live stream on this. Was a while ago, and just seeing that in the background of her and her talking about that, I was just like, wow, that's impressive. But then even for yourself to see that list, it's like, wow, I have done a lot. I have achieved a lot. And that's okay. That's great. But you need to take time to recognize that and give yourself credit for that. So, hey, whoever's on here, say hello. Can't see comments, I think, today, but if you say hello, I would love it. Give me some thumbs up or hearts. Let me know who's here. I'll come back in and check all the comments later. But just talking about giving yourself credit and letting yourself brag to yourself, for yourself, about yourself. So that it builds up your self-esteem, builds up your self-worth, and just gives you that good vibrational energy that you need sometimes to just kind of move forward whenever you're stuck. So yesterday, I ended up writing for about an hour, and I had like pages and pages and pages of all of these accomplishments, and I just wrote down my awards and recognitions that I've achieved over my lifetime. I even have something down here about something that I achieved in a recognition that I had when I was in fourth grade. Fourth grade, I am now almost 50 years old. So that was a long time ago. But when you write all those things down and you see it on paper, you're just like, I'm not such a loser. I have done stuff. I have been recognized. There are things that I'm proud of, not only for myself, but that other people have recognized in me as well. And it just really helps you. So I encourage you to do that for yourself, because it does so much for you. Even if you don't suffer from, like me, and you don't suffer from that low self-esteem and you don't lack that confidence and courage, it's an ego boost, to be quite honest, but it's okay, because it's for you. It's personal. It's just for you. You don't need to share it with anybody. So I encourage you to take some time. And I was like I said, I was very surprised at how much it wiped me out to take like an hour yesterday to go through all of this and write them out. But at the end, I was feeling much better about myself. And I was recognizing how far I've come from being that, small 4 or 5-year-old afraid to laugh out loud, the teenager that was afraid to make my presence known, to sneeze and to be friendly, to say hello to people, to make eye contact and all that stuff. So do that for yourself. Give yourself some credit, especially when you want to do something new, something that's outside your comfort zone, and you need that support. You can give yourself that support, and just having it down on paper and looking at it in black and white does something in a way that just kind of little reminders don't. And when you sit in that space, like everything else, when you sit in the space of giving yourself that credit and bragging, it just does something and transforms you internally in a way that nothing else can. So that's it for today. Coming to you, live here without makeup, without looking all, fancy schmancy, and just sharing with you what's coming to my heart, what's something meaningful that really had an impact on me for my life, in my life yesterday, and I want to share that with you. So hopefully that helped you guys. Leave me some comments if you've tried this, if you've are going to try it, let me know. All right, guys, I will catch you next time. Have a great day. Bye.